Alrighty. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're all having a good day. Sorry I'm late again today. I've been a little bit tired. I needed a really long nap that's going to inevitably screw up my sleep schedule. Or continue screwing it up, I guess.
Airsoft_Wabayit.
So there it is.
Said Moo.
What's up, Wabbit? How you doing today?
Bach 921.
B-Hawk!
Said Minnesota Flats.
What's up, dude? How you doing today? How's everybody doing today? It's already a party up in here.
Airsoft_Wabayit. Said good.
Right on, I'm glad to hear it. I'm actually really happy. I got captions working again.
Minnie, Kayaki's not supposed to be influencing you.
It's okay, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Bach 921.
It also,
I'm doing all
TTS
right.
also can't say
Kinda warm for
Chiaki.
early October, but I digress.
Fair enough. That's fair. You know what, now that I'm thinking about it, it was supposed to go up to 20 Celsius for me today. I'm curious what it is now.
Said TDS.
Oh, 19.
You're drunk.
TTS, go drunk, you're home. The stupidest shit pops in my head. Anyway, I'm really happy because I was actually disappointed last stream because I didn't have captions working because OBS updated and broke everything, because of course it did. But it turns out there was an update to my plugin like a month ago that I didn't notice. So I got that, and they're working again. The only thing I don't have being captioned is like TTS and the game audio, because I think that was like confusing everything before. So I'm like, okay, I will caption myself and whoever's in Discord with me if they are there.
Simeon.
And we get the most important bits.
Hope you're all doing well.
Welcome in, Swift. How you doing today? I'm happy because I got accessibility shit working again.
Airsoft_Wabayit. Said it's 27C.
That's not bad. Well, that's a little too hot, actually. It's hotter than I would care for.
Said a wild swift appeared.
Indeed. I might as well bring this up now that I'm thinking about it. Some of you probably already saw the announcement in Discord, but I found out, somehow I never knew this was a thing despite growing up at a fucking blind school, but apparently October is Blindness Awareness Month. Which, like, I didn't really know that was a thing until, like, literally yesterday. So, what I decided that I'm gonna do, because I'm like, we should do something for that, is, I kind of want to do, like, a blindness Q&A type of thing. I've gotten, like, 1 or 2 submissions. I found, a good question online from, like, one of those, like, disability advocate groups that posed a good question, so, like, I'll use that.
Said hello.
Yo, what's up? Welcome in, hope you're having a good day. So yeah, I'm like, listen, y'all, if y'all have questions, regardless of how much you know about blindness, because there's always something to learn, you know, send them in. If you want to ask in chat, I will answer in chat.
Said yes, I'm aware that you're blind, lol.
No, it's not whether you're not. Alright, smartass. No, like, you know,
Said surprised Pikachu face.
Excuse me.
08. Said what are we talking about?
So, it's Blindness Awareness Month, right? So, in an effort to spread said awareness, I want to do a Q&A video. Thing is, though, I need questions to be asked from the community, right? So it's like, if there was ever a question you wanted to ask a blind person about their disability, what would it be, right?
Drill _to _ heavens.
I'm happy to answer them in chat.
I submitted the one question I had on my mind.
You did, yes, and it's a very good one. So thank you for that. But yeah, like, it's one of those things just like, you know, a lot of people are afraid to ask questions because they don't want to be offensive or whatever. Don't fucking worry about
Creepo08
that, honestly.
said I think I could ask one that I had a thought about.
Yeah. So anything you ask me in chat, if I'm comfortable, I will answer them, and then I'll probably use them for the video and stuff. Type of thing.
To underscore the underscore heavens.
You know?
Said wait, here one more.
Yeah, go for it. And like, even if you don't have a question right this minute, just whenever on stream, pretty much throughout the entire month. Honestly, even past that, if you feel like asking. I know that Lazy Fox has had some questions that he's asked me a few, like, over the last couple of days. So I'm like, this is perfect timing. I'm gonna have to go back and write down some of the stuff that he's asked me that I have answered him directly on, but I think they'd be good questions for the video. Kind of like, how do screen readers work? Like, how the hell does that happen? You know, and there are plenty of videos on it and stuff, but like, you know, it's like, how do you navigate just with a keyboard and something yapping at you for like 20 minutes or the entire day? And like, honestly, fair question. There's like about a dozen different answers to that one. But listen, how about, while you're thinking of questions and stuff like that, we're gonna get to playing some more Pokemon today. We are in Driftvale City. We are pretty much ready to take on Clay, I hope. So let's hop on over there, and I'll show you what has happened with our team. Beautiful.
Creepo08
We are here.
said I loved Clay in the anime.
Clay was pretty cool, yeah. Okay, so I did some level catching up.
Drill
Everybody
underscore
is
to
level
underscore
32.
the underscore heavens. Said the best song in the game.
Damn right. Damn right. So we have Maple. I never do this, but I should. We're gonna swap screens here. We got Maple, level 32.
Drill underscore to underscore the underscore heavens.
Maple learned Leaf Blade.
Said also wow, Driftville got a glow up between games.
Yes, it did. It really did. We've got Key. This is the team I've chosen to fight Clay.
Said so you're saying if the question is too much for you to answer in a video you wouldn't use it.
No, that's not what I said at all. I said if I'm not comfortable answering a question, I will let you know. Otherwise, I will answer it regardless. Any question asked here, again, if I'm comfortable answering, I will also use in the video. Just as a way to, like, you know, gather things up. But if you're gonna ask here, I'm gonna talk to you about it, because I'm not just gonna ignore it, you know? Anyway, we got our team here. This is the team I've chosen to fight Clay with. So we've got Maple, we've got Key. You're good, man, you're good. Some of them have learned some new moves off screen. We've got Kermit. We've got Soft Serve, who probably has my favorite nickname so far, honestly. We got PK Rockin'.
Said hi, Scraggy.
We've got Ryu, and that's about it right now. So I'm gonna actually go ahead and put Soft Serve up top here. Because we're gonna go fight Clay. I don't know if we're leveled high enough, but I think with our type advantages, we'll be okay.
Said I'm now picturing Minnie putting their team through workouts with the Rocky music playing. LOL.
Damn right.
Creepo08.
Oh, hello. I forgot about this.
You can't separate me and Scraggy. It's an unbreakable friendship.
Scraggy is pretty cool. Scraggy's grown on me quite a lot. I didn't really like it at first, but it's grown on me a lot. Excuse me. Oh, it's fucking Getsis again? This dude does not... This dude gets around, man. Clay, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Creepo08.
I am Getsis of Team Plasma. Banana. I've come to pick up my associates who are in your care. What'd you do? Drop some bail? Did you drop bail money? I don't need no thanks now. Your buddies were trying to steal some folks' Pokemon. Don't mind my terrible accent. Also, I'm just coming off a nap still, so my voice is like, eh. I have wonderful cold water to help mitigate that, but you know. What's this? It seems as if there has been some misunderstanding.
Tiff B.
We only
Said
free
you drift failed in the
Pokemon from
wrong
wicked
city.
people.
I'll see myself out for that pun. LOL.
Ah, nice. Well, that sounds real nice if it's true. I may not talk pretty, but at least I'm an honest man. You know what? I'll give Clay respect for that. I respect this dude. You talk real nice, but what you're saying kind of sounds like lying. So tell me plain, what are you trying to say? Team Plasma also has an interest in Driftvale City. And we have many, many more numbers besides those who are here. Well, I can't tell if you're lying or not, but I reckon you won this without a fight.
Tiff B. Said so it's a cult. LOL.
Huh. Fine, take 'em a get. A decision worthy of a businessman called the Minor King. Your grasp of the situation is outstanding. Well then, this dude is giving me Zant vibes. This dude just rolls up to Princess Zelda and is like, surrender or die. And fucking Clay's like, ugh, fine, get these guys and get out. Well then, we will be taking our colleagues off your hands. Gets this. Thank you very
Tiff
much.
B. Said go on and get.
Go on, get! Don't worry, my fellow servant of the king. We are 2 of the 7 sages, are we not? Well then, everyone. I expect that we will meet again somewhere. Sorry to let Team Plasma go after you tracked him down, fellas. Say, why don't we cheer ourselves up with a Pokemon battle? Don't keep me waiting. I will never say that I'm good at any accent, that one included. I feel like I've done worse, though. Still not great, but I feel like I've done worse. Well, we avoided a fight in the middle of the city anyway. We should have fought them. Fucking carnage, bro. Still, I can't help but think Getsis isn't just an ordinary person. What was your first clue? I'm off to go make my Pokemon stronger. Do you want some rare candies? I've got like 900 of them. I'm using them for off-screen grinding, okay? It saves me so much time and sanity. I explained it in the last one. Anyway, I really don't want to lose to that Clay guy. Why are you referring to him like that? Anyway, actually, I'm going to win my gym badge in a flawless victory. Honestly, me too, man. See you on the other side. You do you, buddy. Let's go. I am like 80% sure we'll be fine. You know what I mean? Hello? We have 2 people in here? Welcome to the Driftvale Pokemon Gym. In this gym, elevators are provided for your use. Okay. Look at this. Look at this room. It's all fancy, and then I don't know. It's got vibes. It's got a waiting room and everything. I'm sure it was tough dealing with all that right after you arrived here. For now, I'll just give you this. Yay, a free drink. Yep, ground type Pokemon stuff. Let's go. Right, so we got these weird elevators. We're just gonna hit the down button. At least it's really obvious how they work, you know? This seems safe.
Drill underscore
This
to
seems
underscore
safe.
the underscore heavens. Said elevator mazes, yay, he said with negative enthusiasm in his voice.
Yeah. Yeah, it could be worse, honestly. Honestly, if there is one version of the gym I genuinely dislike, it's the one in
Simeon.
black and white too.
Said now when the gym boss comes out you can say hold my dis Annie.
I love it. Let's actually switch. Did not expect you to just come out with a fucking Palpitoad. Alright, let's get Maple. Let's get Maple and show off Leaf Blade. Aha. And Leaf Blade. No, you're still faster. Okay. That's not ideal, I'll admit. It's not ideal. Still hit him. Anytime I see the move Leaf Blade now, you know what I think of? I think of fucking Adventure Time. Y'all remember, like, the grass sword?
Tiff Tiff B.
And, like, Finn can just,
Said
like,
Drift Veil's
summon it out of
campaign
his
in
hand or
Black
some
Flash
shit,
White
like,
2 is a
because of some
banger, though,
shenanigans.
even if moving around is annoying.
Yes. Yes. I agree with that, 100%. I just don't like... I don't like darkness-based puzzles. And it's like, yeah, you can uncover it as you go, but just figuring out how to get around with so little visibility is a pain in the ass. Drillbur.
Tiff Tiff B. Said oh wow, you're right about the sword.
Yeah, right? I don't know, it's just cool as hell to me. Alrighty. So, I've given, Soft Serve Mirror Shot, because I just learned that. And I think it's pretty good. We're gonna start with Icy Wind, though, and see what that do. Super effective, bitch! Nice. Soft Serve is gonna do some good work here. Alright, then we gotta... I guess we're going up this way. We're going down? No, this is the up arrow. Going down, down. I'm gonna fight this guy for experience. Why not? I'm gonna have to take a break at some point to refill my water. I am, like, inhaling it today. Okay, Soft Serve versus Sandile. Who do you think is gonna win?
Underscore the underscore heavens. Said in an early round, and sugar we were going down swingin'.
Nobody in the 2000s knew how to enunciate. Let's be honest. Do you know how long it took me to figure out that the lyric in I Miss You by Blink-182 was my indecision to call you, rather than whatever the fuck gibberish I heard? Do you know how long that took? That was just, it's straight up embarrassing. Oh, okay, 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 okay. That's a wall, that's a wall. So not this way. What other fucking way is there? Oh, game being sneaky. Game being sneaky. Like, I'm sorry, you've literally got a song where the chorus is, Don't waste your time on me. You're already the voice
Drill
inside my
underscore to
head.
underscore the underscore heavens.
Like, you can't...
Said sometimes they gotta distort the word to fit with timing. I've been taught
Yeah,
that people
but...
usually fill in the blanks, like not saying the last letter in a word.
Yeah, but, like, you could still say my head without, like, slurring the two together, you know what I mean? And you could still get the timing right there. I understand it was the style of the time, and it's ultimate. I'm complaining about it more than it actually bothers me, to be completely honest with you. But it is still funny sometimes. Okay, now the question is, what direction? This one. I'll do this one first. Wait, will I? I think I will. I think this is the one that goes all the way down. I think this is the one that goes all the way to Clay. This gym is not too terribly difficult to solve, honestly. But, like, soft serve is almost exclusively tearing through these guys. Yeah, you can go ahead. No, it's fine. You can hone your claws. Don't fucking miss now. That's not... Oh, shit. Unfortunate. Okay. Alright, fine. Fine. You really want this? You really want this? Excuse me. I feel like my sinuses are slightly clogged today, and I don't know what's up with that. It's really kind of annoying. Not only am I coming off a nap, I'm coming off from, like, a clogged schnoz. Alrighty. Muddy water, let's go. There you go. We are tearing through these guys. 100% we are just destroying them. Alright. Let's go heal, though. Because we're gonna need it. Okay. Does this take me... Where does this take me up? Huh. Is this like a shortcut back up to the top, or did I just screw myself? I might have just screwed myself. Oh well, we'll figure it out. Let's go, Key. Making her first real appearance today. Let's see. You know what? High jump kick. Fuck yeah. Like, I've got 2 fighting types just in case, but I think Key is gonna be our final fighting type, if I'm being completely honest. Palpitoad. Gonna go back to Maple on this one. Alrighty. Also, since it's October, the game has finally progressed into summertime, so we're no longer in spring. It changes on, like, the 1st of every month, so... November will be autumn, and then December will be winter. Sandile. Alright, you know what, let's...
Tif B. Said nobody tell Olaf.
It'll be fine. Winter is probably the most dramatic season compared to all the others because, like, sometimes the snow piles up in certain areas and you can reach things you otherwise wouldn't be able to. It's actually kind of neat. I wish they did more with the seasons. Vital Throw. Had to get Ryu in there somewhere, you know what I mean? Had to get him in there. Okay, so I'm gonna go up here. I did not, in fact, screw myself, which is nice. We gotta heal soft serve. And I'm thinking, I think I have a revive on me, but I'm not gonna use it yet. We're gonna make sure we're all topped up for this wonderful gym battle that, honestly, I don't think it's gonna be too bad, all things considered. I think we pretty much have a crack team. The only vulnerability, really, is Zeus, I think. Do we have Zeus on the team? I don't think we do, actually. Hold up. We do not have Zeus on the team. I think we're good, actually. We're good. I think we're fine. Zeus, I keep forgetting I took Zeus off the team for this fight. We're definitely going to rearrange the team afterward, though, because there are some Pokemon I want to give the spotlight. Especially since some of them are ready to evolve and stuff. And I want that to be a thing. Right. Go down here. Up and around here. Over here. And here we go.
Swift Simeon said now's a good time for water. Ads are about to start.
That is true. I still have half a glass. I'm good for now. Look at this place. You can hear the machinery going. Sometimes you can see stuff getting picked up in the background, I think. Can you? I thought you could. Yeah, there, look! That's so cool! Like, what type of ore is that? Are these emeralds? Is this an emerald mine? Of some description. Definitely looks kind of like it. Alrighty! Let's go for this fight, and let's not disrespect Clay the same way we did Elisa. Well... think it's about time to see for myself what it is about your skills that that made a gym leader like Elisa take such a shine to you. Let's go, buddy. I love how this dude's motivation at this point is like, alright, let's see what the fuss is all about. Alright, you're starting off with a Crocorock, are ya? Let's hit you with an Icy Wind. And there's the ads. That's inconvenient. It was gonna be inconvenient either way, to be honest with you. They're a necessary evil, but yikes. Excadrill. Okay.
Said even his VS portrait is judgmental.
I get the sense he's the type of guy that's like, you know, maybe not, he's like a little gruff, like he's like a little bit like, alright, whatever, but like he cares deep down, you know? Kermit. I apologize, soft serve. You know what? Let's use Rain Dance. Let's make sure we take this dude out. This dude's also level 31, so we are exactly the right level right now. I'm kind of glad I didn't push it to... I'm glad I didn't push it to level 35. Holy shit, dude! Nah, come on, give me that muddy water, bud. Also, is it safe that we made it rain underground? Because I feel like it isn't. Palpitoad. Is this your ace? Could be. Maple's probably our best bet here. Also, welcome back from the ads, everybody who had them. Let's go Leaf Blade. Slice and dice, you know. Wow! We just disrespected his ace, dude. Holy shit. That's funny. That's funny. Huh. I see, but I sure don't like it. For such a youngin', you have an imposing battle style. Fuck yeah. I know you got people who can dig up your potential. Here, take this. There it is. It almost looks like a variant of the basic badge. Except it's a little more earthy. And not entirely straight. We got the Quake badge from Clay. So this is your 5th badge, huh? If that's so, Pokemon up to level 60 will obey you. Also, I'll give you this TM. Well, that was the plan, but I just remembered there's something I want.
Like a mineral.
Wait in front of the cave at the end of Route 6, would you? Oh! We get no TM. Man, look how fucking far down we just went. Like, we were so far down. It's kind of insane. Also, this dude must be absolutely fucking loaded to have a setup like that in the gym. Much less to be able to remodel it in the sequels. Like, damn, dude. Okay, before we go to Route 6, which we went partially down last time, I do want to bring some friends back that we haven't seen in a while. So let's rearrange our team a tiny bit, shall we? Right, so... What are you doing down here, Bella? Go back up here with everybody else. Right, so here we go. Here are the friends I want to stay on the team. I definitely want to keep Maple, because Maple is our starter. I think he is going to be extremely helpful, as will, and I also want to keep, Soft Serve, to be honest with you. So here's what we're gonna do. I think, since we have not seen, Ava in battle yet, we're gonna bring her on. I was thinking about Carmilla, but I want to give everybody a little bit of love here. I'm gonna actually bring Godzilla back. And who else would be good in there? Who else will be good in there? I think Molduga. I think Molduga will do alright in there. Yeah. See, this is why I wanted multiple Pokemon. So we can just swap things out and make things a tiny bit more interesting. So we're not just relying on the same 6 Pokemon the whole time. We can change it up and have a good time. Alrighty! Now that we're done with the good old gym, I have a feeling that Bianca, there you go. Minnie, guess what? Guess what? Ma'am? Hey, were you at the gym just now? Oh, hey, that's Driftville's gym badge. Oh, that's totally cool. That's amazing. No. I can't get distracted being all impressed with your shiny new badge. I'm also a trainer. At times like this, you battle, right? Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. My voice for her is kind of failing today.
Tiff B. Said she's not Luna and Dusty, lol.
Totally not. Not at all. She is one of my favorite characters in this entire game, though, to be honest. Okay! Let's try Mirror Shot and see what that do. Okay. Alright. Back to Icy Wind. Yes, well, you see, I am much faster than you at this very moment in time, so I think... Boom! Ah, you bitch. Alright. No, it's fine. We'll just use Icy Wind again and we'll be fine. We're faster, so it's cool. Are you gonna actually hit me with that, or... No? Because you can do some damage now. You're delaying the inevitable. There is a chance, there is a genuine chance, Soft Serve could die here. And you missed! That chance was real, though. Legitimately, like, a genuine... There you go. I don't remember when Soft Serve actually evolves. Panseer. Switch Pokemon. Let's bring out Molduga. See what you can do, buddy. Let's see. I'm gonna start with Sand Tomb. It's gonna do some good damage right off the bat. Wow, okay. And that chip damage is gonna... We're just gonna evade your next attack here. No big deal or nothing. Dig is nice too, because it's basically a free escape rope. If you're in a cave. Wow, that chip damage didn't kill ya. Okay, well this did. Very nice. Ba 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 ba. And do what? Alright, we gotta switch then. You know what? I think this is gonna be the shot where we give Ava. Technically, we should be using Maple, but it's fine. Hopefully. I've never actually used a Sigilith before, so I'm not actually sure what a good moveset for it would be. But it has Air Cutter, it has Psybeam. And Tailwind, actually. I don't remember what Tailwind does off the top of my head. But let's go with Air Cutter. Ooh, okay, 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 okay. Psybeam, maybe? So I think I might have a better shot with, special moves rather than physicals. Which I guess makes sense, it is a psychic type. Musharna. She evolved her Mooney. We're gonna live dangerously. We're gonna bring out Key. We are living dangerously. How is our thing doing here? Okay, it's not too terribly laggy at the moment, which is good. I hope. Fate attack. Let's go. Yeah, we're running on good signal at the moment. That will inevitably fluctuate, I'm sure. Alrighty. We're actually not living that dangerously, I realized, because she can't use any psychic moves on me. Beautiful. We have so many asses being kicked, it's wonderful. Okay. I haven't had a Pokemon battle with you in a while, Minnie. You've become totally strong, huh? I'm not that strong, so I don't know how to say it, but I think you're I think you're way tuned into how your Pokemon feel. Oh, you know what? I want to share this HM with you, Minnie. Fuck yeah! Hell yeah! HM02, in the TMs and HM's case, we finally have Fly. My papa gave it to me after he tried to take me home that time. I'm sure it's so I can come home anytime he wants, though. Oh, hey, I have to share this with Charon, too. See you, Minnie. Bye-bye. We have to use Fly. We have to. Okay, where are... There you go. We also need to use Strength at some point, and I think I know who I'm gonna give it to, but I don't think I'm gonna do it until we have need of it. You know what I mean? Right, I'm gonna take Air Cutter for it. I know I just said it's better with special rather than physical, but we need the utility. There's a very, very high chance that, I shouldn't have unpaused. There's a very high chance that, that Carmilla's gonna get it as well, since they are our other flyer. Since we have forgone the use of both Ducklet and what is it, P-Dove. Therefore, no Unpheasant nor Swanna. Swanna is pretty cool, though, I'm not gonna lie, but I ain't gonna worry too much about it, honestly. Alright, we've gone through this part of the route, so I'm just gonna run through. Because we made it to the research lab, the Deerling, the seasonal research lab or whatever. They do want us to catch a deerling, and I am still debating on it. We got a Care Blast right here. I think Saucebuck would be fun to use, like as a grass type, as an alternative to excuse me, as an alternative to Maple. We got creepy scientist music. I don't like that the scientist music is so creepy. I do not enjoy. Speaking of deerling. Alright, fuck it. Ava, let's go. Very cool. Let's fly. Might as well just test out the new move. Really? Goodbye! We just dive bomb this little poor thing. This poor thing. I think I need to do a tiny bit of healing, though. I know there's, I think there's actually someone up ahead that'll help us out with that, but I think for the moment, we're just gonna top everyone off a little bit. Just a little bit. There we go. And see, thankfully now that we have Fly, we can go back and get Moo Moo Milk anytime we want, you know? It's all good. Hey, there's a deerling. Alright. The question of the day. Should we catch one of these dudes? That is the question of the day. It's level 29. That's actually not terrible. I kind of want to. I genuinely kind of want to. Oh shit, okay. Deerling and Saucebuck are basically the Eldrin of Pokemon, rather than, you know. So I'm thinking, I'm gonna name this one after one of my D&D characters. Because she too shifts with the seasons, or something, kinda. It is genuinely my dream to one day stream D&D. I think it would be fun. I've not been able to make that happen though, but, you know, eventually, hopefully.
Dark Absol said yo.
Hello, welcome in! I believe you're new. How's it going today? Yeah, I'm gonna name this one after one of my D&D characters. Give me a moment here. And boom. Oh, what the hell? Why did iCloud just... What the fuck?
Said I'm doing good.
Not
just
now.
Chilling, yeah, first time here.
Glad to have you in. Excuse me while I fight with iCloud for a moment. It literally popped up in my face. Alright, that's inconvenient. We're good now. We got Lily in the PC to catch up. Okay. Well, in that case, I should probably introduce myself. So hi, my name is Minivolved. You can call me Minnie or Min. Take your pick, really. I am a blind elf VTuber. It's actually Blindness Awareness Month, so if you have any questions, go ahead, fire away. Honestly, do that regardless, but... Anyway,
Drill _to the _heavens flipped a coin. It landed on heads.
Nice. We got a fungus. Right.
Drill _to the _ heavens rolled a d20 and got a 20.
Right now, we are playing through a... Fuck yeah!
Drill
Sorry, I'm getting
to
distracted.
the _ heavens. Said oh. Dark Absol.
Hell yeah, dude!
Said well this is new to me so like fully blind. Tiftifb rolled a d20 and got a 13.
I am... So, to be considered legally blind, your vision... your visual acuity has to be like 20/200 without correction. Mine is... I don't know exactly, but it's worse than that. I do have some sight. It functions, but it is limited. So I am totally blind in my left eye, but my right eye kinda works. My left eye pretty much lives rent-free in my face. But yeah, right now we are playing through Pokemon White. I'm doing basically a vanilla run. With the exception of, like, I'm using rare candies to help out with grinding to save time between streams, but other than that, it's entirely vanilla. Just kind of for the hell of it, because I don't see a lot of people streaming vanilla runs of Pokemon, you know? And I understand why, to be fair. Like, that's not, like, me hating on that. I'm just like, man, it'd just be really cool to see a vanilla run. Also, I have a lot of people in my audience who've actually never played Pokemon before, so... And a lot who have, so it's a bit of a mixed bag, right?
Dark Absol.
Here we go.
Said facts they mostly stream like Super Nuzlocke Pro Max.
Yeah, and like that's cool and everything. There is a genuine appeal to the challenge runs. I understand why they're as popular as they are, right? But I'm like, honestly, I've done a few Nuzlocks, and while I don't hate them as much as I used to... That's a frillish. Okay, you know what? We'll stay in. While I don't hate them as much as I used to, they still aren't really my thing. So I'm just like, I think I just want to take this casual and just hang out with people and have a good time, you know? Because Nuzlocks kind of stress me out, I'm gonna be honest. And yeah, I'll admit, this has been pretty breezy so far, but like, there's been a few intense moments.
Said I find them fun to watch and play, but it's nice seeing something else like you said.
Yeah, like, you know, I think there's value and room for both. So I'm gonna let the experts, who are better at Pokemon than I am, deal with that stuff, and I'll just hang out and have a good time. You know? No shade to either side, really. You know what? Let's dig.
Dark Absol.
Diggy diggy hole.
Said but so you see and play though that one eye?
Yep, for the most part. I do rely a lot on sound cues and stuff like that, because, you know, my sight is limited, so sometimes certain colors will blend together, and sometimes textures don't play nice because I can't tell what they are half the time, and it's a little weird, but I make it work, you know? I do my best anyway. There are times, though, where I do end up ending streams early and things just because my eyes start hurting. I'm really prone to eye strain. And it does genuinely, like, in the worst cases, I will end up with, like, a lot of migraines. Technically speaking, I've been told many times throughout my life, like, stop using your vision, you're gonna cause yourself a lot of pain. And I'm like, but I have it, though. I'm gonna use it while I have it, because honestly, it just seems like, I don't know, if I'm gonna have a thing, I'm gonna appreciate the hell out of it, you know what I mean? Not everybody is lucky to still have vision, so since I do, I'm gonna appreciate it. I'm gonna appreciate it and I'm gonna use it. Is it gonna bite me in the ass one of these days? Honestly, probably. But YOLO. Legitimate YOLO. Venoshock. Honestly, though, the whole vision thing is one of the reasons I'm using an emulator. I'm gonna be completely transparent about that. It's not ideal, but on top of that, I don't have a way to capture DS. And even if I were to do the whole, put a camera in front of it trick, one, I don't have a camera to put in front of other than my phone. Two, even if I did that, I wouldn't be able to see the game well enough to play it, so... It's not ideal. It's not ideal. I am fully aware of this. But, I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best. Let's go with... This is probably a bad idea, actually.
Dark Absol
Venoshock.
Said I don't know man, seems insensitive, you can't just say don't use your vision when it's very important.
No, 100%. 100%. And that came from... I used to go to a school for the blind. I basically grew up at a school for the blind. It was a residential school, so I stayed there during the week, went home on weekends and holidays. They were saying that shit to me because they didn't want to invest in large print and stuff. They're like, you should just use Braille. You should just use this and that and the other thing. And I'm like, listen, I do my best to keep up my Braille skills. Every now and then I'll brush up and stuff. But like, bruh. I have something that is valuable to me. And yeah, I could learn to adapt and stuff without my sight. Absolutely. That's important too, because it is possible. But like, I'm not gonna just not use a thing that I very clearly have, you know what I mean? Let's try this again, shall we? Oh, see, now you're just gonna be extra annoying. Alright, fine. Soft serve? Time to get your happy ass out here. Yeah, man, I mean, if you want to hear blindness horror stories, I unfortunately have a few. I've definitely told several of them before,
said
but
one
you know.
thing that I learned working in healthcare is that if you don't use an organ or your body and don't train it for some time, it will get worse.
100%. 100%. The argument I get is like, well, your condition is degenerative, so like the more you use it, the faster it's going to deteriorate. And I'm like, yeah, but if I don't use it at all, I'm not really appreciating it, so like, I'm fucked either way. You know? The way I see it is if I'm gonna be screwed over no matter what, I might as well use it while I got it. I don't see the point of ignoring it.
Have a drink.
That is a good idea. And that's the ads. Okay. I think this is another trainer. No, it's not. Okay. Chargestone Cave seems like a complicated maze, but actually it's a straight road. Alright. Alright. What do you got? Trainer tips! You can register certain items with the Y button to use them easily. Look for... Yeah, I know. Alright, we've already been doing that. Hello, you! Here on Route 6, there's a place called... Mistroughton Cave. Supposedly, deep in that cave, you can find... an amazing Pokemon called Cabalion.
_to_the_ heavens. Said while I cannot fully understand the struggle, training your eyes and doing what you can to keep them healthy sounds like it should help them function for longer.
In theory.
I missed part of the conversation 6.
In theory. It kind of depends on the condition. Because sometimes things are just too damaged to really ever work proper. for me, there kind of is no way to improve it. I've been told that it's like, no matter what happens, it's going to deteriorate. There's nothing to save. If anything, I'm just going to lose. So, I can train them all I want. It's not going to improve anything. But I am still going to use it because, you know, I just kind of have to on principle at this point, you know? Find an amazing Pokemon called Cobalion, who was said to have protected Pokemon. From a Sea of Fire in ancient Unova. If you can use a move called Surf that lets you move over the water's surface, maybe you can see Cobalion. That we'll have to come back to. Hello, friends. That's a shiny stone. Ooh! We can evolve our Minccino. I did not expect to just get handed a shiny stone. I genuinely forgot that was a thing you could get. Alright. Let me get the dowsing machine out. There's like a thing. I can't get... That's on the other side. Ah, I can't get that until we get Surf? Lame. Can I run from you guys? I don't really want to fight you. Cool. Awesome. Thanks. Yeah, see, look, that's pointing directly south, which means it's not in the water. It's on that little ledge right at the bottom of the screen there.
Dark Absol
Dumb.
said, when I used to work with the elderly, we had them do small activity and movements even if it's hard for them and painful, because to keep their body from getting worse faster.
Yeah, 100%. Because, yeah, you're right. In a lot of cases, it is generally better just to keep using a thing. You know?
Heavens.
It's just in my case,
Said
with my
use
eyes,
M
it's not
while
really
I
gonna...
got M and hope for the best.
Exactly. It's just in my case, it's not really gonna improve anything one way or the other. But I mean, it's been stable since I was 6. I haven't lost any vision since I... Why am I going back in here? I haven't lost any vision since I was 6, so... Because my vision always sucked. But I lost my left eye literally during my sleep when I was 6.
That's good.
Yeah. But I can tell you, developing a cataract in your sleep is terrifying. I was so disoriented for a week, I didn't even realize that it was my left eye that was the problem. For a week, dude. Even after the eye doctors told me, I still couldn't make sense of it. Yeah. It's some terrifying shit.
_the heavens.
That can happen.
Said, holy shit.
That can happen. I've told this story many times, but if anything, it's easily my most terrifying one.
_the heavens. Said, in one night.
In one night. So literally, again, I was 6 years old. I go to bed one day, and I had, you know, both my eyes were functioning. Again, they never functioned well, but they were functioning. I go to sleep, I wake up, something feels off, I tell my mom, she doesn't believe me, she sends me to school. I'm trying to do my work. My teachers, who were already horrible to me, accused me of not wanting to do my work, even though I was trying really hard, but at that point I was in tears and stuff. I get dragged to the principal's office. This is the Cliff Notes version, by the way. I get literally physically dragged to the principal's office. They were not very nice to me. And they called my mom, to which my mom was like, what the hell is going on? And I'm crying, I'm in tears, and I'm begging her, like, I need help, something is wrong, I'm scared, I don't know what's happening, 6 years old, right? And my mom's finally like, oh shit, something is wrong. So she comes and picks me up, we go to the eye doctor like a day or so later, and they're like, oh yeah, you have a cataract in your left eye. I'm like, what does that mean? And then, well, you're kind of even more blind than you started out. And I'm like, that can happen? So, that's when I learned blindness was actually a spectrum. Which is kind of fucked up that it took me that long to figure it out, since my brother was born totally blind. And my aunt was also partially blind, and stuff like that. So yeah, good fun times. Thanks for waiting. Seriously, thanks for waiting.
Darkabsol. Said damn, so it can run in the family?
Yes, it's, in a lot of cases it's genetic. That is the case with me. It actually runs in my mom's side of the family, so if I were to have kids, they could have the same condition. But it manifests differently in everyone. My mom actually has the same condition, but it doesn't affect her the same way, so she's not legally blind, despite having the same eye condition. So it affects everyone slightly differently. My brother's condition is similar, but there was also some different shit that happened with him. Other people, it happens like by age or just literal accidents, which is tragic as fuck, honestly. So yeah, there's a variety of ways. Looks like the nest of an electric-type Pokemon called Galvantula. Just right in the entrance, like an asshole. Don't know why there's a nest here, but if there are folks having problems, then the gym leader's the one to fix it. Again, I will never claim to be good at accents. Crack Rock, take it out. Nice. And this here TM's yours. It's my favorite TM, so you can teach it to all of your Pokemon. Yay, we got Bulldoze! Very cool. It's called Bulldoze. That was terrible delivery. This this move does damage and lowers the speed of any Pokemon it hits. Some ground-type Pokemon move a little slower than you'd like. If you use Bulldoze right, you can cover that weakness. I don't know how good you really are, but if you think you can go, if you think you can go, go wherever, and if you think you can do something, keep doing it. Do things how you want. Decide your own limits.
Darkabsol. Said I do say though getting it since someone is young is well not good but also not bad depending on how you look at it, not pun intended, cause my little brother was born with type 1 diabetes but at least he's used to it and didn't affected mentally by it since he'd had it since 9 months.
Yeah, I mean, it really depends on the person. Because, like, you know, there's a lot of days where I'm like, yeah, it's whatever, and there's other days where I really fucking struggle with it, partly because I've personally experienced a lot of discrimination and, quite frankly, abuse because, like, people are dicks about it. Hi. Come. My Lord N. We brought the one you wanted. I was 3 steps away! I literally could have just walked up to you. What the fuck? But yeah, no, like, it really depends on the person and how well they're able to adapt and stuff, and
drill _ to _ the
a bunch of other
heavens.
Factors, to be fair.
Said that wasn't much a trip.
Honestly, they literally were just like, over here. Yeah, as if there was anywhere else to go. Ah, yes. That was the Shadow Triad just now. Gestis enlisted them in Team Plasma. Apparently, they were the ones who prepared the Galvantula nest. The Galvantula nest at the cave entrance. Chargestone Cave. I like this place. Formulas express electrically, and its connection to Pokemon. If people did not exist, this would be an ideal place. You've been chosen, you know. Does it surprise you I said that? I have been chosen? No, because I'm the fucking protagonist, but what are you talking about, you bitch? Of course, such news should be a surprise. I told Getsus about you and your friends. After I did, he apparently used the Shadow Tribe to find out about you. Charon is pursuing the ideal of strength. Poor Bianca has faced the sad truth that not everyone can become stronger. That's not true, man. I think everyone can become stronger. It's just not always in the way you expect. And you are not swayed either way. More of a neutral presence.
Dark Absol.
Which is apparently a
Said
good
N
thing.
is the embodiment of a psychopath. He just wanna end all humanity just for some magi carp.
I don't think he specifically is out to end humanity. I think that's more Getsus. N just wants Pokemon to not suffer. N genuinely believes in the idea that Pokemon being free is good for them. But he's not like, I want to kill humans, he's just, I want to free the Pokemon. Getsus, on the other hand, is all like, I'm going to use Pokemon being free as a means of controlling people. So, like, even he doesn't want to end humanity, he wants control, is what he wants. Team Plasma will be waiting for you ahead. Getsus wants to see what kind of Pokemon trainer you really are.
Heavens. Said N hasn't been shown to be murderous. He's only antagonistic.
Yeah. He has a very particular ideal that he's aiming for, but it doesn't involve, like, actually hurting humans. Guess what? Who the fuck is talking? Oh. Hi, Bianca. Minnie, did you know this? This floating stone... hold on. The floating stones move when you touch them. Right, Professor? Oh, hi. It's been a while. Hi there. How are you, Minnie? I forget what voice I used for her, so I'm just gonna do this. This place is always charged with lots of electricity that Pokemon like. The electric charges react from one stone to another, and that's why some of the stones are floating. But not all of the stones can be pushed.
__heavens. Said he is, however, willing to use physical force to accomplish his goal, which, while still not cool, is very different from actually trying to off someone.
Yeah. There is a distinction. It's not great either way, but there is a distinction. He is still willing to resort to some form of violence, just not murder, necessarily. Though I don't think Getsus would personally care if that did happen. I feel like Getsus would be more willing to discard people's lives compared to N. My father asked me to research Clink, which is a Pokemon that looks like a gear.
Said yes, psychopath in a sense of his thinking. He does not give a fuck if it's a human, and also his upbringing played with him mentally.
Yeah. We will definitely see the results of that later on, but I'm not gonna spoil it for those who haven't played this, because, again, there are loads of people in my audience who haven't been able to play, because loads of people in my audience are blind and haven't been able to give this game a shot. Though I know plenty of blind players who have, totally blind players even, who have actually gotten through this game. Don't ask me how. I know partly how. I don't, Anyway, which is a Pokemon that looks like a gear, because I'm researching the origins of Pokemon and the area they appeared.
___heavens. Said friend over the shit I don't know. Dark Absol. Said, oh, that's pretty cool, you have a blind audience.
Yeah, it's not exclusively blind. I'm trying to, reach out to people who aren't blind. though I'm not gonna object to... I'm not gonna object to the disabled folks that pop in here, of course, but, like, you know, part of my whole thing is to, like, you know, share with people who aren't, so that they can learn about it, you know? He knows how to get what he wants from people, but I was already interested in this anyway, so it's a lot of fun. Oh yeah, Minnie, this is for you. Lucky egg! Yay! Giving that lucky egg to a Pokemon to hold increases...
Darkapsol started following.
Hey, thank you so much, dude. Greatly appreciated. To Pokemon to hold increases the amount of experience points received in battle by a lot. That's gonna help a ton. Having strong Pokemon will make it easier to fill your Pokedex pages. Very cool. We are going to use this immediately. We are going to use this immediately. Oop. Lucky egg. Gives. Beautiful. Wrong button. But yeah, like, a lot of getting around in, especially the classic Pokemon games, it's a lot harder for the modern ones.
Darkapsol.
But, like...
Said my problem with Pokemon games is when I get a Pokemon I become insane and have to fully evolve it, so my Pokemon always end up way too overleveled.
I don't have the patience for that personally, but I understand the sentiment. I really do. I have the obsession that all my Pokemon have to be the same level. So sometimes, like, I'll train everybody up to a certain level, and then I'll catch a new Pokemon, and it's like, shit, now I have to catch this one up. And that takes forever. Ow. I'm gonna dig. Diggy diggy hole. You know what I mean? I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Diggy diggy hole. Diggy diggy hole. That's gonna get stuck in my head. But yeah, a lot of when you're walking around in Pokemon...
Darkapsol. Said especially in Black 2 and White 2 I go for the moving grass cause they give crazy XP, it's a problem.
No, 100%. You gotta go for the Audino. But listen to this, I'm gonna demonstrate something, and I'm sure you're aware of this, but like... Boop. You get sound when you bump into walls and stuff like that, so a lot of totally blind folks will navigate by counting tiles and, you know, figuring out where things are just pretty much through trial and error. Using nothing but sound cues. Totally doable, but man is it tedious. How they navigate the menus, aside from knowing what pocket does what, like how do they keep track of what item is what, I personally don't know. Because I can't even keep track of shit, but...
That's some eyes and thinking.
Yeah, and then of course each attack has its own sound and animation, so it's like when you're figuring out what attack does what, you know, you're just listening to the sounds and figuring out, oh, this is this attack, this is that attack.
You know. _the_ heavens. Said as a kid I always wanted my starter to be higher level but struggle in Ultra Sun since my second strongest Pokemon was a traded Holocha that always surpassed my Incineroar in terms of level from the EXP share. Darkapsol.
That sounds about right, yeah.
Said my question is how they know what Pokemon they against.
They all have unique cries. For the most part, right? So again, a lot of it is to figure it out, a lot of it is trial and error, looking things up online, stuff like that. And it's a lot of memorization. I'm closing my eyes, not that you can tell. That's a Joltik.
Darkapsol. Said not learning the Pokemon from their cry has to be a superpower.
It is, so... I grew up in an environment where I had to pretty much memorize everything. Mainly because while note-taking was possible, it was a lot more inconvenient than it would be for, you know, you sighted folks. So I was the type of kid that back when I played the bass, I had to memorize every song I learned. So if I was, say, you know, part of a school band and whatever, even if there was sheet music, I often wouldn't read it and would just learn everything note by note and memorize it thoroughly. I had to do that with absolutely everything. So, like, for me,
Dark Absol.
that wasn't really an issue.
Said haha, never been referred as sighted folks, lol.
Yeah, that's gonna happen a lot here. Listen, if you could see, you're a sighted folk. That's it. But you know, it's just one of those things where it's just trial and error and figuring things out over time type of thing. Ah, I was trying to dodge you. I shouldn't have ran. I should have been more patient. Oh well. But yeah, a lot of figuring out Pokemon was just bumping around, figuring stuff out. I do remember back in the day, I would often have to, like, clarify things for my brother. Like, he'd be like, so what is this thing that I'm looking at? And I would often have to bust out my magnifying glass if we weren't connected to the N64.
_the _heavens. Said same when it comes to sheet music, but for different reasons. Sheet music just didn't click with me mentally until recently.
That is fair, honestly. That is fair. Sheet music is tricky. I remember, so music braille is a thing?
Dark Absol. Said BTW,
Oh,
now
fuck.
that I think about it, blind PPL have a language with the dots, but is it the same for every country? Cause for example in my country PPL don't speak English.
It's... So, it's... A lot of people say learning braille is akin to like learning a new language, but it's just the alphabet, really. So if you have the same alphabet as the rest of the world, you're using the same characters. So it's just a different way of learning and reading the alphabet. Just with your fingers. It can be rough, honestly. Once you get used to it, it's not so bad. I learned Braille when I was about 6, after I lost some of my sight. Because one of the workers that often visited the school I used to go to was like, I'm going to prepare you to go to the blind school so that you don't have to learn how to read all over again once you're there, and you don't have to, like, catch up on everything. And that was super helpful. That was definitely appreciated. Also... Hey! Fuck yeah! Let's go! Let's fucking go. But yeah, Braille honestly is a lot of fun.
Drill _to _the _heavens. Said I'm glad at least a few kids learned a bit of Braille thanks to Pokemon RBE.
That was okay. No, dude, I legitimately cried when I first realized there was Braille in Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. Legitimately one of my favorite puzzles in the entire series. And the reason I learned that is unfortunately got spoiled for me, which is a huge bummer. Because my brother got the guidebook for his birthday, which was hilarious because he couldn't read it, but, like, I helped him with it, and it worked out. No, Lucky Egg, there you go. There we go. But I realized in the back of the book, they had a Braille cheat sheet, and I'm like, why do they have a Braille cheat sheet? And then when I looked up the stuff, I realized that it was because, there were those Braille puzzles. And I thought it was really funny because there were loads of people online and stuff that I would see struggling with it. I'm like, I can literally read this, because since I have functioning vision, I can sight read. which is to say, I know Braille well enough that I can read it with my eyes. So, why did I use Venoshock? Why did I do that? It's fucking Steel type. Also, I'm tempted. I'm tempted to get one of these. I don't know if I do. I don't know if I want to.
Sol said you must have had a field day in Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire.
Oh, it was so much fun. It was so much fun. And you know what's funny? The game itself actually gives you a cheat sheet, because when you first go to that underground chamber, like before you see the first riddle, there are those little standalone pedestals with Braille on them. And it's literally the alphabet from A to Z, and then you get a little bit of punctuation. So it literally tells you how to read it, you just have to figure out that that's what that means, you know? So it's like, the game gives you everything you need to know, short of telling you that it is in fact Braille. And honestly, I think that's the most... It's just really funny, though, because they're like, we're going to include Braille. I don't know how they would have made it accessible, to be fair, but, like, it's visual, so it's like Braille but not Braille, which is funny to me. But it was still the coolest thing ever, because it made so many more people aware of, like, hey, this is how blind people do things. And I feel like a lot of people, like, really got to know some good shit just because of that.
I remember when I first saw it, I was confused, thinking Pokemon came up with a language, LOL.
You know what? I could understand that. I could understand that. Because, again, they didn't really clarify what it was, so, you know. Hi there, did you find something? No, I found another path. I think we're just about done collecting data already. Damn. This cave has been around since the distant past, but data to prove that Clink existed more than 100 years ago can't be found. So that must mean Clink suddenly appeared 100 years ago. Where Pokemon come from and where they are going.
Said and didn't have access to internet, so had to buy a guidebook to finally figure it out.
Yeah. Back in the day, man. Those are the days. These were also the days... This is a really bad idea, and I don't recommend anyone do this for the sake of not ruining their eyes. But when playing on a GBA SP, I literally had a little magnifying glass that I would place on my face, directly over my eye, and I would lay down so that I could play the game without having to hold the thing up. And I would play for hours. Again, I do not recommend that because I could have easily gone blind from that alone. Do not recommend for anyone. Excuse me. If we can learn about that, I believe we can get along even better. Know what, Minnie? Pokemon are mysterious. I wonder why these amazing little guys, stay by our side. Cool. Awesome.
Dark Absol said, yeah, don't think that's good for your eyes, LOL.
Oh, it's definitely not. There is no doubt. 100% the last thing you should ever consider doing. Oof, I did not realize how much Godzilla was hurting here. Hang on. Let me fix that. She needs some milk. Here we go. Excuse me. I'm a little tiny bit dehydrated. I got some water, but I'm almost out.
Said I do need glasses. I feel like things far away get blurry but haven't had the time to go check it out.
Yeah, I mean, it might be a good idea to definitely to have it looked at, just in case. You know. Because I definitely know how that feels. It is not the best. Because, like, my eyesight is so bad that if there's anything that someone with 20/20 vision can see from, like, what was it? How does that work again? Because, like, anything that I can see from about 15 to 20 feet, someone with perfect vision should be able to see from 200 feet away. That's how vast that difference is. I think that's roughly how that goes.
Dark Absol. Said have had blurry vision for years, not always wanting to check it out, but something always comes up. I remember I used my cousin's eyeglasses and my god, I was surprised, felt like I was watching in 4K.
Damn. I will say though, definitely avoid using other people's prescriptions, because that can be really dangerous for your eyes. That can be super dangerous for your eyes. Definitely a good idea to get it checked up on, though, like every now and then. I don't go to the eye doctor nearly enough. I haven't found a new eye doctor since that one guy told me that the only reason he was making me wear glasses was so that I could, and I quote, hide the shame of being blind, because my eyes tend to wander, so it's like really obvious to a lot of people. First of all, there's no fucking shame, so fuck
Dark
that guy.
Absol.
But
Said bruh.
yeah, right? Like, and for some reason my mom never did anything about him, but I refused to go back. Because I'm like, no, fuck you, dude. Let me get the dowsing machine back up. Alright, where are we going? What am I doing? Okay. Oh, there's a person here, hang on. Time to fight another friend! I gotta come back around to get to that bit, because I can't get past that rock. I gotta push it from the other side.
Drill underscore to underscore the underscore heavens. Said the audacity of some people to just say the most out-of-pocket insults.
Legitimately,
Dark
though.
Absol. Said I don't know, man, commenting something negative to a person that's blind is Satan behavior.
I mean, saying that to anyone is just really shitty, because it's like, first of all, what do you mean shame? Fuck you. There's nothing wrong with the fact that I have a disability. I just have a disability. You know. And, like, that's the thing I run into a lot of the time, is, like, a lot of people are, like, don't treat us like people. They're just like, oh, well, I wish you could be normal. Fuck you, I am normal. I'm just blind. There's a difference. You know? I just have a disability. That doesn't mean I'm not a normal person. Like, I gotta do things different a lot of the time, but, like, I'm still a fucking person, dude. That's why a lot of times, like, when you're on this channel, like, I have been making the effort to talk about it actively.
Said damn, didn't know I was talking with Aelin.
Right? Like, it's so fucking stupid to me. But anyway, like, usually when I'm chilling here on the channel and stuff, I've been making the effort to talk about it more actively because I think it's important to share. But also, a lot of the time, I do also just focus on literally just hanging out and just sort of existing, you know? Because I'm like, I feel like the most important thing I can share is that, hey, blind people are people, and sometimes we just want to exist and hang out instead of explaining everything 24/7.
Underscore the underscore heavens. Said I don't think anyone wants a disability, but if they have one, then why be ashamed?
Exactly. We didn't ask for it. And if you did, then you're that one chick that literally blinded herself using bleach, and that lady pisses me off so much. I have so many thoughts about that fucking bitch. She needed help that she did not get. And oh my god.
Soul. Said yet.
I have so many feelings about that. Anyway. I don't know that I'm like mentally equipped to tackle that one today, to be honest with you.
Underscore the underscore heavens. Said the guy who crippled himself to scam a health insurance company.
Also that. Or the assholes that portray themselves as disabled so that they can garner sympathy for their content. That's a shit move too.
Dark Absol. Said have to think about how I type messages cause it came out as just yeah, but I put ... after LOL.
Nah, don't worry about it. That's just because I just don't have TTS readout punctuation. It gets that gets overwhelming. Some people prefer it, but I personally don't care for it. But yeah, no, don't worry about that. You're good. It also doesn't read out emoticons because that gets overwhelming as well. So you can spam emotes to your heart's content and it won't bother me. Alright, what are we doing here?
Dark Absol. Said they have to have something wrong with their head to give themselves a disability.
Or to fake it. You know what sucks? Is apparently there are enough people that have faked it to where some people come to my stream and be like, wait, so you're blind for real? I thought that was just like a character. No! No! Don't ever do that. Like, unless you're playing D&D, because in that case you can, you know, you do you in your own game, so long as you're, like, being respectful about it. I don't personally care if you're like, I'm gonna play a blind person in D&D.
Haha, what type of fucked up character is that, LOL?
Legitimately, some people have legitimately done that, where they have faked a disability so that people will, like, send them money out of sympathy and shit. And enough of them have been caught because for people who know what to look for, it's really fucking easy to spot. And then, like, when somebody shows up, so, like, there's already a perception of people faking disabilities, so they go and be like, oh, I'm tired of seeing disabled people fake that shit. Disabled people aren't faking their disabilities! If a disabled person was faking it, they wouldn't be disabled. I don't understand why that's hard for a lot of people to understand, and it drives me insane. It absolutely drives me up the fucking wall. Hey! Speaking of the complete opposite, we finally get to evolve Godzilla. That's a mood switch right there. Congratulations, your Godzilla evolved into Scolipede. Scolipede wants to learn the move Agility. I don't actually care about Agility, to be honest. Beautiful. Okay.
Dark Absol. Said I didn't even have that though when I came here cause this my first blind streamer, but I do see how it does give pity points and people can use it as a way to get sympathy.
Yeah, and I think that's fucking stupid. I hate it when people do that. Like, I'm here to share my experience with you. If you're down to listen to it, cool. I'm not here, like, and if you want to sub, donate bits or whatever, that's entirely your choice. I'm not gonna use my disability to gain that fucking... I'm not gonna do that bullshit. It's just, I'm here. If you want to be here too, you're welcome to it. You know, that's it. You want to learn some stuff, you'll learn some stuff. You want to just hang out, you'll just hang out. It's that simple, honestly. And like, I'm sorry, I'm getting so fucking heated. I'm getting so fucking heated about this. But like, it's one of those things that does always bug me when people do that shit. Hello? Come. There are stairs going down
Dark
ahead.
Absol.
Team Plasma is
Said
waiting for you
I did have to
there.
read your title twice cause I thought I read that wrong when I say blind. Dark Absol. Said saw.
Nah, you're good. You're good. Mission accomplished, I suppose. Okay, this is gonna be a little dicey, or do I want to just... You know what, I think I just want to run. I think I just want to run. I think that's what I want to do. Dowsing machine. Here we go. And a hyper potion. Very nice.
Dark Absol. Said psychic is good against them.
It's okay against them. It's not like super effective or anything. It's just because Ava is part flying, and I'm like, I don't know that I want to deal with that. I don't know that I want to deal with rocks getting thrown at my bird. This I'll deal with. We got our next special.
Dark Absol. Said you know I haven't heard the music for Pokemon games in so long cause I do like 10 times speed.
That's honestly valid, because sometimes shit takes a while. I feel like this attack would be extremely painful.
Dark Absol. Said so my ear is always getting violated.
Yeah, I can see the problem, unfortunately. Alrighty. Alright, let's get rid of let's take off this lucky egg then. See, again, everybody's gotta be the same level.
Dark Absol.
So it's genuinely...
Said would be nice having a setting where the music stays the same.
Yeah, that would be cool. That would be nice. Yes. Gonna swap that for a little bit. Everybody's gotta stay the same level, man. It drives me insane when they... The modern games drive me nuts for a lot of reasons, and that's one of them. It's really hard to maintain equal levels.
Said cool team you have.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. I have a lot more Pokemon that I've been leveling up. So, like, we switch out a lot. So we have a lot more on the full team, because, like, we just swap between a bunch of shit. Which is honestly kind of cool to me. Let's see how we do here. I don't know that I want to... I'm thinking about capturing, Ferroseed, but I'm not sure if I want to.
Dark Absol.
Maybe.
Said I always try to use different Pokemon but always end up with the same ones.
Yeah, that's actively... That happens to me a lot too. Which is why I'm catching a lot of the same stuff I would have normally caught, but I'm also trying to catch like a bunch of other stuff and training that up, so I'm like actively switching in. Starter is pretty much staying the whole time, but
Dark
you know.
Absol. Said I love ground and rock Pokemon and always end up with 5 of them.
They are pretty cool. Especially in this gen, honestly. Like, let's be real. Crocodile is cool. As is Crustle and stuff, you know? And like, even if you can't get Gigalith, you can get like Boldor, and Boldor's cool.
Drill underscore to underscore the underscore heavens. Said I have several Pokemon I like but always do try to limit myself to ones I haven't played with.
Yeah, which is partly why I think I should consider catching a Joltik, honestly. Just to have an alternative electric type compared to Zebstrika, which I fucking love Zebstrika, don't get me wrong. I don't like Galvantula as much, but like, honestly tempting. I'm gonna slice you to ribbons. Or something. I think I might catch this one, though, actually. Ow. You know what? Fuck it. Let's do it. Let's catch it. Do I have... Oh, I do have a netball. Yeah, why not? Huzzah! Okay! So I know I named the last couple of Pokemon, but, you know, since y'all are here hanging out in chat, you get to name this one. I should have read the Pokedex entry. I read all the other ones. I spam-clicked. Awkward. Tiny electric spider that clings to outlets and steals and runs up your hydro bill.
Dark Absol.
That would suck, honestly.
Said for this gen I use that red crocodile, Jigglyth, Tyranitar Conkeldurr.
Yeah, that's solid. That's a beefy team. That's a beefy team. Alright, what are we thinking for nicknames for this little tiny thing? It becomes less tiny as it grows up and shit,
Drill
but you know, what are we thinking?
The underscore heavens. Said Resistor.
Resistor? Okay, okay. Alright, alright. That's definitely one. What else are we feeling? I don't know why, but every time I end up catching a Joltik...
To underscore the underscore heavens. Said or maybe Breaker cause that's funnier to me.
I do like that. I do like that, actually. I don't know why, though. Every time I catch a Joltik, my memory goes
Dark
back to
Absol.
this one time I did a playthrough.
Said Big Boy Electric.
There's this one time I did a playthrough way back in the day, where I named all my Pokemon after superheroes. So I'd always, like, try to find, like... You know, like, because it's like, you know, if this one was male, I would have named it, like, Miles or something. Like, Miles Morales. You know? Stuff like that. Big Boy Electric. We could do Big Electric. Big Electricity.
Dark Absol. Said Yellow Bush.
Yellow Bush. Okay. So how's about... I'm gonna see if I can narrow it down to my two favorites. I'm gonna see if I can narrow it down to my two favorites here. I do like Breaker. I do like Breaker quite a lot. Let's see. I do kind of like... I'm gonna throw a variation on Big Boy Electric and just go Big Electric, because, you know, kind of like Big Pharma, but electricity. So, I'm gonna flip a coin. Heads, it's Breaker. Tails, it's Big Electric. Where are my buttons? Where are my buttons? Can I do the thing? That's the wrong thing. There we go.
Min evolved flipped a coin. It landed on heads.
Okay then. Breaker it is. Sometimes it's hard to decide, you know? Let's go. Let's go. Beautiful.
Dark Absol. Said the technology even the coin flip got TDS.
Heck yeah! I use Mix It Up for all of my commands and stuff. And what you can do with it is add, like, actions. And one of those actions is the ability to add TTS to it. I did the wrong thing. I pushed the wrong rock. Hang on. Also, can we talk about the further down you go, the lower the music gets? Listen to this. Isn't that awesome? Let's see. We got an iron. Okay. I love the dynamic music in this game. I think it's so much fun. Right.
Dark Absol. Said this got to be one of the worst places in this game, right next to the ship where you get trapped by plasma.
You don't see the ship until Black and White 2. But I honestly don't hate Chargestone Cave. I don't hate it. I think it's a neat place. I can understand why a lot of people don't like it, though, to be fair. Alrighty. We're just gonna go... Like, I just think there's a lot of things that I appreciate about this place. Like, I think some of the Pokemon you can find in it are cool. I like the floating rock thing. I am a sucker for crystals and cool things like that.
Dark Absol.
You know?
Said just noticed this is ain't white too. Dark Absol.
Yep.
Said LOL.
This is the OG Pokemon White.
Morden the greatest.
Hey!
Said hi.
Welcome in, dude. How's it going tonight? How you doing? I'm not gonna worry about fighting you. I don't... Still debating on whether or not I want to catch one of those, but...
Said it's going alright.
Right on!
Dark Absol.
Glad to hear it.
Said oh no, that means the worst mechanic in this game is still there.
Depends what you mean, because, like, honestly, I'm not too fussed by most of the mechanics in this game.
Dark Absol. Said the repel.
Yeah, I should be using them, but... It's fine. I always forget
Morden
to buy
the greatest. Said just beat Bongo in Ocarina of Time, so that
Very
was cool.
nice. Very nice. Also, I got nuggets. Hey! Gold for days, apparently.
Morden the greatest. Said but now my head hurts LOL.
Oh no! Are you okay? That does not sound like a good time.
Dark Absol. Said in white and back to reapply repel you have to go to the bag each time and put it on, that's what I was talking about.
Oh
More
yeah,
than the
I thought
greatest.
did they not?
Said yeah, just been awake for too long today.
I feel that. I thought this was the generation where they would ask you. Was that only in 2? I don't remember that being only in 2.
Dark Absol. Said nope, they changed it in the 2 version.
Huh. I genuinely thought it was in both. To be fair, it's been a while for me. Level 33, very nice. Good job, Maple. Alright, we got an item up ahead, but before that... Listen, I know this is probably gonna get really annoying, if it isn't already. Y'all are gonna have to deal with my, like, neurotic bullshit. Okay. I need to heal a little bit as well. Some of y'all are suffering a little bit. And fucking soft serve is still dead. Can I, like... Hold up. Do I have, like, a revive? Or something? I do. Don't mind my absurd amount of rare candies, by the way. I'm using those for, like, off-screen grinding and shit. Just to catch everybody up, and it just saves me a bunch of time and sanity. I'm out of milk? No!
Dark Absol. Said cough cough, didn't see anything, promise.
Oh no, it's cool. I'm being completely transparent about it. I'm making the effort to, anyway. Like, I will freely admit, I used a cheat code to get them. It's just saving me time and energy. I'm only using them to catch up to the rest of my team. Like, between streams and stuff. You know. Because I feel like if I'm gonna use them, I might as well be honest about it, you know what I mean? Oop, that's a thing. Paralyze heal. Now let's see, I could go straight for the end, but I think I'm gonna go this way. Real quick. I'm gonna break your face! Because you have like 2, I think. Basically. The lucky egg is a fantastic item, and I appreciate it. Still wish I had the EXP share, but oh well. Hello, tiny zappy spider friend. Ironic that I caught one of you, considering I'm deeply arachnophobic. I can look at pictures or depictions of them so long as they aren't, like, hyper-realistic. But as soon as I know there's one in the room with me, that room becomes theirs for at least the next hour, or until I forget about them, whichever one comes first. Because I cannot. I cannot with spiders, dude. Hey, there you go.
Dark Absol. Said my biggest challenge when I was young when I played Pokemon was the language. I didn't understand English, so was trying everything until something worked. I remember when I had to shoot a movie in Black 2, I was so lost.
I did not personally care for
Greatest.
Pokestar Studios myself.
Said funny fact about spiders, there is a spider in Australia called the Newcastle Big Boy.
I've heard of it. I've heard of it, and the concept of it terrifies me greatly.
Dark Absol.
I do not like spiders.
Said you had to do it, they forced me.
I do not like spiders pretty much at all. Alright. There is an item down here. Yeah. This is one of the things I saw earlier, I think. Can I... Can I bring the pain? Pretty decently, actually. Ow. Ugh. I shouldn't be surprised, honestly. There we go. Probably not worth the EXP there. I'm gonna heal. I'm gonna heal. I don't trust it. I don't trust it. Alright. Where's my super potions? How many of those do I even have? 10. Okay. Alright. I'll have to fly back to Driftvale and pick up some more Moo Moo Milks at some point. Alright, we have... Oh!
Dark Absol.
PP up.
Said
Or
just
HP
noticed
up.
the time, damn it's already 2 AM.
Oh, shit! Yeah, that's late. It is just past 8 PM for me, so... You know, I've still got the entire rest of my night to go.
Drill underscore to underscore the underscore heavens. Said 8 PM gang.
Damn right. Gotta love that Eastern time zone, you know? But nah, man, if you gotta go to bed, definitely take care of yourself, you know? I will- oh, shit, I hit the wrong button. Hang on, hang on. That's awkward. That's completely on me. I hit the wrong button. That was user error, is what that was. But yeah, no, if you gotta head off, like, you know, do what you gotta do, mate. And I will hopefully see you, next time, actually. Although next time we'll be over on my friend's channel, because I've been streaming the Danganronpa games, with some of my friends over there. Matter of fact...
Dark Absol. Said nah, I ain't got work tomorrow. It alright, big time difference between Europe and USA.
That is very true. That is very true. I don't want to deal. I don't want to deal. Okay. I know... First of all, there's an item. Where are you? Where is the fruit? Okay. Beautiful. You are somewhere over here. I know there's a trainer around here that'll actually heal you, which is nice. I know I can kill you,
Dark
so I'm gonna do
Absol.
that.
Said have you tried competing a Pokédex?
Completing a Pokedex, I've never been able to.
Heavens.
I just...
Said are you or Simon down for the 100 line, Last Defense Academy? Same writer as Dangan but a rather different genre.
I've never really heard of that.
Dark Absol. Said complete yet typed wrong.
You're good. But yeah, I've never heard of that, actually. Oop. I pressed A, and it was... and a fucking Clink appeared. Can you let me get the thing that's stuck in the wall, thanks? That would be cool and awesome and stuff. Hey, there's a revive. To replace the one I used to bring back...
Dark Absol. Said sounded
to
like
bring
a slur
Softserve
how you
back.
said it lol.
Wait, what? I'm confused. Okay. Are you talking about how I said Clink? Why didn't it read that? Hang on. I saw a thing come in. Just a moment. Hundred Line is a visual novel slash tactic game with the same artist, composer, and writers as Dangan, but with several guest writers coming in for some of the many routes the game has. Okay. I genuinely don't understand why TTS didn't read that. But I saw it come in, so we're good. It definitely sounds interesting. I'll have to look into it, but we haven't really talked about that yet. We just talked about getting through, finishing Trigger Happy Havoc after like 20 million years. And we just started Danganronpa 2 with Tifa. So that's been a ton of fun. So we do Danganronpa 2 on Simon's channel and on Saturdays, and then finishing Trigger Happy Havoc is Sunday. And then when Trigger Happy Havoc is done, I'll be able to bring the Sunday streams back here, which will be nice. You know, the only reason I dropped Sunday streams here is because I'm like, I don't want to overwhelm myself with like 20 million things. Because that tends to happen, especially when my sleep gets funky and awful and not fun. Can we get an evolution? No?
Dark Absol said yeah the clink part and it didn't read the message. I think your TDS broken.
It's not perfect. It just, for some reason, it didn't want to read certain... Sometimes it doesn't like reading longer messages. Was there another message it missed? Because I did read that one. Oh, like a clink... Okay, yeah. Got it. Yeah, it broke for a few seconds. I don't know what's up with that. It seems to be working again, though, so, like, I'm not inclined to complain, but... Sometimes I can't really do anything about it.
Said wow, even TDS gets tired.
Yeah, well, so... I'm using it on... So my TDS is coming from a website. It's called speechchat.com. And what it does is it connects to your Twitch chat or YouTube, and it just reads the messages out to you. But sometimes things get lost in translation and not everything gets sent when it should. So sometimes TTS just sort of doesn't happen. I could set up TTS through Mix It Up as well, but sometimes I find that breaks more than speech chat does. Also, it's not quite... I don't have as much control over the things that it won't read out. Like, for example, if I can't, like, mute emoticons and stuff, so that gets overwhelming. You know? And I also don't want to, like, limit the amount of emotes.
Dark Absol.
Because that's dumb.
Said everything not
and
perfect
I don't like
as
it.
long as it works most of the time.
Basically.
Drill underscore the underscore heavens. Said for sake of not veering too far off, the first act has one of my favorite jokes in regards to Dangan's tendency to repeat information constantly.
Fair enough. Because let's be real, the game repeats information like Pokemon Sword and Shield, except a little bit more engaging. But ooh boy, it really does. It's kind of a lot. You know, I love me some Dingle Rumpus, but you know. Alright, there's nothing going on here, so I'm gonna just take advantage of the heals. And we're gonna go fight some Team Plasmas. Hello, friends! Bum ba da ba da ba da bum. Okay, soft serve is gonna do some good work today. I think I need to switch the item though, because but soft serve was largely robbed of... That's a smart idea. Soft serve was largely robbed of Time of the Sun here, or Time of the Cave. So, you know. Yeah. We're gonna live a little dangerously here. And my glass is officially empty. Alright. Can't hit me now, bitch! Done. Watchug. I think, you know what, let's get... I was like, do we still have Ryu on the team? We do not. Let's get Key. Very nice. High jump kick. Why not? Let's give it a try.
Saul said, what else do you stream, or do you only do Pokemon?
I stream, actually, next Tuesday, we're gonna do our monthly Mario Kart session. So essentially, we just put it out there for the community to be able to join in on Mario Kart on the first Tuesday of every month. Other than that, I do play, like, a variety of things. I'll do anything from Zelda to Minecraft. As long as I can play it, there is a possibility that it'll end up on stream, kind of thing. I have been basically focusing on Pokemon White pretty much exclusively for a bit, mainly because, again, there's been Danganronpa on Simon's channel, which, hang on a second, I've been talking him up and I haven't shouted him out. He does a lot of other stuff besides Danganronpa, like a lot of Bleach and things. He's a big fan of that. So, boom.
You rock! Woohoo!
Go check out @SimonUma on YouTube. He's pretty rad.
On Saturdays and Sundays, I stream Danganronpa 2 and 1 over there, so at least for now. So go give him a sub. He's one of my best friends. Make his day, you know. He's a good dude. But yeah, so that's happening right now. I am gonna bring Minecraft back at some point. I don't know exactly when. Sometimes I dive into House Flipper, because that's a good fun time.
Said bet.
Yeah. So yeah, there's a little variety of stuff usually going on. I've been a little off my game lately, but getting my shit together. Slowly but surely, you know. Alright, I gotta swap soft serve here. Excuse me. Got the hiccups. Alright, let's take this lucky egg. Let's bring Key up top, actually. Give this back. It's probably faster if I just use the arrows and stuff, but like... we have the technology. Kind of love the plasma battle theme. It's a good fun time. Oh, I see how it is. Let's go. Just a nice kick to the face.
You know you can just give your item and don't need to unequip it first.
Well, I need to unequip it from the other guy to give it to the new guy. I can't just like... because it won't show up in the bag if I don't unequip it. I only have one, so...
Tiff B. Said Key, at last, a worthy opponent.
Tifa!
Our battle will be legendary. Dark Absol said you can move it.
You can? Because there's no option to do that. I've never seen an option to do that in this game. Go down, ya bitch! There you go. Don't mind me just smacking a garbage bag around. We got Lightbird. Alright, alright. I'm gonna have to run back and heal again. Which is honestly fine. It's not a big deal. Now you can go ahead and do that. It's totally fine, dude. I'm just... Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Scary face. Do I want scary face? Part of me is saying no, but I'm gonna look at it.
Said, isn't there a move option?
Not that I've seen. I'll look again, but... You know, let's see. The user frightens the target with a scary face to harshly reduce its special or its speed stat. Honestly, I'm not gonna worry about that. Honestly, I'm sure it has its uses. I'm just not gonna worry about it. Keep old moves. Very nice. Alright. Let's see if you are in fact correct. Because if you are, I'm gonna feel real dumb. Let's see. Item... Yeah, no, it's just give or take. Right? So if I go to give, right, I can replace it with another thing, but since it's not in my bag, I don't see the option. So I have to unequip it in order to give it to the next person. Which is... it's fine. I can move items around in the PC, but I can't do it, like, out on the field. I'm actually not gonna worry about healing.
Dark Absol. Said, damn, maybe it's in newer games then.
Yeah, probably. That definitely sounds like a newer gen quality of life thing. Also, newer gens give you direct access to the PC where you can do that, like, on the fly, which... Fair enough, you know? Here, not so much, unfortunately. Would be nice, though, honestly. Like, it's not the most difficult thing to do. It is a little tedious, but, you know. Ow. I'm just gonna hit that sand tomb again. Beautiful. Not gonna waste time with that. Wonderful. Trubbish. Alright. Yet another one. These guys literally just captured garbage and are like, alright, we're just gonna throw garbage at people. Give me your Pokemon. I only have trash. I will say, though, I honestly do like Trubbish. It has a very strange
Dark
appeal to me.
Absol. Said, LOL.
Another fucking Trubbish, dude. We are literally tearing these guys apart at this point. And diggy diggy hole. Beautiful. Then we got you. And there's like... There's just a bunch of Team Plasma dudes out here.
_the_ heavens. Said Trubbish regional variant win.
Honestly, right? Literally, we got a Muck regional variant. Why not a Trubbish? Inconvenient. I also just realized my lips are incredibly chapped right now. I gotta find my lip balm because it genuinely hurts a little bit. So that sucks. Oh, we still have our one Castelia cone that we'll probably never use. Root. Ooh, okay, okay, okay. Goodbye! There we go. A Sandile, okay. Maple, let's get you up in here. And Leaf Blade. These guys, honestly, they're basically experience fodder at this point. They do not threaten me all that much. That said, I do want to heal a little bit. Just a little bit. There we go. Just gonna take this and give it to the next person. There we go, and give it a little swap. Depending on how I feel about this lucky egg, because as much as I love it, it is a little bit tedious, so I might consider just not using it for a while. Just because it takes a little bit to really just... It adds time, you know? Especially with how I'm using it. Okay! We got Godzilla up in here. Look how massive he is. Or she is, I guess. Oh, right, steel type. Son of a bitch, I'm a dumbass. Okay, Bug Bite. Scolopede's not, like, the most fantastic choice for in here, but, like... You know. Honestly, I'm genuinely thinking about evolving our Minccino. We have the shiny stone for it. Give me another one. Done. Okay. I'm gonna... That one did a bit of a number on me. That's not the thing I want. Here it is. Gonna need to start upgrading potion, or to hyper potions soon, or just use the Moo Moo Milks. Those seem to be working well. Let's see. What do we got going on here? There's an item. Ooh. I don't really think we have anything to use that on yet. Now then, I believe going down takes us somewhere optional. I do kind of want to do it, though. I am genuinely tempted. Let's see, how long have I been sat here? Because we started at around 6 my time. So it's been almost 2.5 hours, okay. I always seem to check at that exact moment in time. Like at that 2.5 hour mark, I'm like, how long have I been here? Bug bite. Beautiful. Ooh, that was a decent amount of XP, actually. Alright, respect. Let's go down here real quick. Anything hidden and secret and cool and stuff down here? There's a trainer. I'm not fighting you again. Not with Godzilla at the very least, but I do wanna... Okay. We got a drill burr. I don't know if it's part steel yet. But what I am gonna do is hit it with a bug bite. One more will do it. That'll be fine. We got this. See, I was hoping we were gonna get around to 2 gym badges today. My original hope was to be like, oh, are we gonna be able to beat Clay and Skyla today? But I don't think that's gonna happen, to be honest. I don't think I have it in me for both, which is a damn shame, honestly. But I mean, we can at least get ourselves to the city and look around a little bit and stuff. Also, that was one hell of a crit. Like, broski. Alright, we're gonna swap just so that, Godzilla doesn't fucking die. And Sand Tomb. I mean, you can do that. That's not going to really be very effective on me, but, like, it is certainly a choice you can make. I, however... Oh, there's ads. I, however, have made a very different choice. That's not going to work for you very well either, bud. I guess... Okay, that did a lot... That's... Dude, how are you critting so much? Don't give me that nat 20 bullshit. Hey, good job, Godzilla. Very good. Alright. How are my friends doing? First of all, am I out of super potions? I am not yet. I am definitely close, though. I could and should be taking advantage of the doctor, but I'm not. It's fine. We're fine. It's not like I haven't been earning oodles of cash. Honestly, I don't think I'm gonna worry about the lucky egg right now. I'm definitely losing my patience with it. It's like... It's so tedious to go back and forth. Man, I do wish that move option... that we were talking about earlier was a thing. That'd be nice. Welcome back from the ads, those who had them. We're just looking around for some goodies, you know, no big deal. In theory. Alrighty. There is definitely something down here, though. I don't think I'm gonna fight you. I don't think I'm gonna fight you. There's something directly to my left. And I believe if I'm not careful, I could basically undo all of my progress in this entire dungeon. Which would suck. So I need to be careful a little bit. Right. So we've got Ava versus Gothita. We're gonna go with... I'm gonna go with Fly. Gonna go for a nice little flight. I wonder how tall this cave is. Like, I wonder how much room we actually have in here, you know what I mean? That's my biggest curiosity at the moment. Because, like, given the fact that we can actually see some of the lower floors and stuff, like, it's a pretty open cave. Ducklet. So I feel like there's plenty of room to work with and fly around in. But, like, I'm still curious to know exactly how big this cave actually is. Damn, okay. Alright. I know that, Ava's not, like, the best defensively, if I remember right, so fair enough. Lilligant. Okay. Alright, I know what to do with you. Up, up, and away! You can do your thing. Look how pretty Lilligant is. Like, it's just so pretty. I would love to see just like some really nice Lilligant cosplay. I just think she'd be very pretty, you know? No, it's fine. It's fine. You can do that. You can do that. I'm sure somebody has attempted it. I should look it up later and see what there is. I'm sure there's some all over the spectrum, you know. All right, let me... Okay, so there's a hyper potion down here. There is a star piece here. Okay, that's money. Money, 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 money! Money! Oh, why? Sometimes I get that song stuck in my head a little bit. Alrighty. Where am I going then? There is... I definitely should have brought repels. 100% should have brought repels. I'm not gonna worry about you.
Tiff Tiff B. Said I'm gonna go to bed for now. Good luck with the cave.
Alrighty. Have a good night, Tifa. I'll probably be ending pretty close to when we get out of here, so no worries.
Tiff Tiff B.
Ooh.
Said night.
Ooh. This is a rare find. Oh. Yay! I've wanted to try using this. Please don't die in one shot. Damn it! Fuck. Okay, well. Dynamo is a good is a good find. That's all I can say. Well,
Drill underscore to
unfortunate.
underscore the underscore heavens. Said this is why we have false swipe.
Yeah, I never use false swipe, and I probably should. I'm trying to figure out where that item is at, but I think I have to go back. Ooh! Another shot! We got another shot! I kind of want to just try throwing an Ultra Ball at it and seeing what happens. Oh, we got a Timer Ball. We could stall it out. I kind of just want to throw an Ultra Ball and see what happens. Is this a dumb idea? Yes. Yes, it is. Is it gonna work? Probably not. Okay.
Drill underscore to underscore the underscore heavens.
Never mind.
Said nothing wrong with throwing an Ultra Ball, it's got matching colors too.
That is also true. I did not expect that to actually work. Okay. The Elefish Pokemon, as in electric fish. Fair enough. These Pokemon move in schools. They have an electricity, hold on. An electricity generating organ, so they discharge electricity if in danger. So basically, your floating fish Pikachu. Okay. But like, very different, and honestly, really fucking cool. We can nickname this friend! What do we call him? Do we call him Thor to go along with Zeus? Do we do that, or do we do something else? What are we thinking? That is the question of the night, apparently. I mean, I'm not opposed to grabbing new team members at this point, you know? I kind of like the Thor idea, though. I think I might go with that for now. And again, any nickname we go with, we can go to the name reader and change them later. Where is it? There. Beautiful. Oops. Let me switch that back. There we go. Yes, okay. Beautiful. Now I don't know why I'm on a mission to grab all of the things. I'm just like, I don't ever want to come back in here, as much as I don't hate this place. So I'm just like, let's go ahead and just get everything while we can. I don't really intend to tackle the post-game, so I'm not really, not really concerned about any of the post-game stuff right now. Although I will say the post-game does intrigue me, because technically the story continues, but, you know. You'll see why when we get there, if you don't already know. The repel regret is growing. Do I have any repels on me? I don't think I do. I'm gonna check. I might have one. Give me a little bit of relief. Can we, like, hit the correct buttons, please? Thank you. I might have, like, one, but I don't think... Understone, Nugget... I have super repels? I literally have one. I mean, that'll buy me 200 steps. So, like, sure, why not? Okay. Wrong button. There you go. See, now I can... Anything else up here? A bright powder. Ooh. That's handy. Alrighty. Gonna just go ahead and head back up. Now we can work on leaving! Hello! Don't mind me coming back onto the beaten path after just completely ignoring you for a while. Alright, we got ourselves a Sandile. I'm gonna go ahead and switch. You know what? Maple. We're getting Maple up in here, you know? Let's go Leaf Blade. Don't attack yourself. That'd be nice. That'd be nice. That's not nice. It's not what I asked you for. Jeez, dude. Okay, fine. Fine. I see how it is. Let's go Mega Drain. Come on. Dude, come on. Really? Really? Come on. One more try. Yes! Beautiful. Beautiful. And that's how we do. Okay, Watchug, I'm gonna actually stay in. I'm gonna actually stay in.
Said, well, I'm gonna head to bed. It's getting really late, 2 a.m.
Yeah, fair enough. No worries, my dude. You have yourself a good rest of your night, eh? Oh, you bitch. This bitch. Okay. Alright. No, I see what you intend to do here, and I want no part of it. I want no part of this shit. Rude. Ooh. Ooh, you really hitting with that Super Fang. Is it Super or Hyper? One of the two. I think it's Super. Anyway, crit. I'll take it. Very nice. I'm gonna go ahead, actually. We're gonna run back to that doctor, since we have the Repel right now. I don't think I have another one, though, so once it runs out, it runs out. My nose is really itchy right now, and I don't know why. Like, I keep scratching it. I'm like, stop scratching your damn nose. It's not gonna help. There's nothing really irritating it, though, so I'm like, why? And there's that Repel wearing off. I don't need the dowsing machine, I don't think, right now. Do I have another one by chance? I don't think I do. There's a Firestone, Great Ball, Ultra Ball. I have a regular Repel. How many of those do I have? Oh, that's a Pearl. Never mind. I can read! Moonstone, Big Root. Oh, I have 2 Repels. Might as well use them. I don't think they're gonna work very well, but I don't think I'm gonna use them anywhere else, so it's like, yeah, fuck it, why not? I should go and buy some Super Repels just to have. Okay, I I think... Yeah. This is leading me to that item we saw at the beginning that I couldn't get to. This is where I could fuck up my progress. Crazy to think that you have to go through this crazy-ass cave, but the exit is actually not that far from the entrance. Just imagine that, eh? You know what? You know what? Let's bring Molduga out here. Beautiful. Alrighty, we're gonna get ourselves a good old sand tomb. Heck yeah! Once again, with the nose itching. It won't stop! It's just like every now and then it's like, nope, you're itchy now. Like, what do you mean? And now I'm pretty sure it's just more itchy because I already scratched it. And it's like, no, you irritated the nose hairs, and now it's like, fucking stop. Okay. Do not run here, Minnie. Wait. Oh, it's right here? There's a max... Oh, shit. That's a max potion. Oh yeah, it really doesn't ask you to use the other one. That's unfortunate. I swear it did, but maybe it is just black and white too. Damn, that's a shame. Oh well, not much I can do about it now. Yeah, this is where I want to go. I don't want to go back. I want to go forwards-ish, maybe. Once again, just completely ignoring the intended path. We got a Cottony. Or, not a Cottony, that's a Whimsicott. Don't tend to see those very often. I was never a huge fan of Whimsicott, honestly. I feel like it's grown on me a little bit more, but I definitely, aesthetically, I definitely prefer Lilligant. I don't know if Whimsicott's the better Pokemon, though. I'm not actually sure. No, it's fine. It's... Bruh. Fine. You really just gonna give me that, huh? You really just gonna give me that? Alright, we got that level 34. We got Mirror Move. Do I want Mirror Move? Let's see. The user counters the target by mimicking the target's last move. I suppose we could try it. It's not like I'm using Tailwind. What does Tailwind do, actually? The user whips up a turbulent whirlwind that ups the speed of all party Pokemon. Okay. I can see the utility of that, but I still don't think I'm going to use it very much. Alrighty. Let's see. Tortuga. Yeah, let's do it. We gotta get ourselves a Tortuga. We don't really have a lot of water types on our team. I forget where you get the fossils, though. I'm sure I'll figure it out later. Leaf Blade. Also, Tortuga is just cute. Tortuga is adorable.
Drill _to_ the heavens. Set in BW2 its post-game.
Bomber. Okay, we got a magnet. I think that's for steel types. Ooh. Ooh. A dragon gem. That's not something you see very often. Sometimes that's like the equivalent of what happens when you find Audino. I should have been reading this dude's text. My bad. That's like when you find an Audino, there's a chance you can find Drillbur instead. I will separate Pokemon and people, and black and white will be clearly distinct. I forget, I should have been reading what he said before. That is entirely my bad. Only then will Pokemon become perfect beings. Man, that is... Yes, that is my dream. That is the dream I must fulfill. Minnie, do you have a dream of your own? Sure. Genuinely don't really know the answer to that question right now. Which is kind of unfortunate, actually. You have a dream. That's wonderful. I'll learn just what kind of dream you have in battle. I don't think that's gonna answer the question, actually. Oh well, boss fight time. What do you have for me, bud? You got a Boldor? Okay. Alright, should have switched it up. Should have switched it up, but it's fine. Everything's okay. Wrong button. Maple. Maple needs the EXP. Very cool. Okay. Leaf Blade. Just gonna go for it. I still like that N has a different team every time, and it's all local Pokemon, because he'll just release them before he leaves. Because he's like, I don't want to take you from your home. I need help, but like... That's it. Okay. Alright. I see what you're doing. And I raise you a Mega Drain. Goodbye and good night. I'm actually gonna stay in, see what I can do with this Joltik. Ba-da-bum. Okay. I'm gonna go Growth. It's not ideal. I'm actually gonna stick with Mega Drain for now. Just take what I can from you, you know? Mainly because of bug- Ooh, okay. Yeah, alright. Alright. Message received. Message thoroughly received. Fucking soft serve. Haven't seen you in a while. Let's go. Icy Wind. Freeze, bitch! Not quite, not quite. Not ideal, not ideal. We are going to go ahead and do it again. Beautiful. And Fire Seed. I'm actually gonna switch. Key's gonna take this one. And high jump kick, why not? Yet another casual just kick to the face. She's just like, solid swift kick to the face. Just wonderful. And Clink. We're gonna switch again. And go to Molduga. Why not? Beautiful. Sandtomb. Once again, this move seems like it would be really painful. I feel like most of them would be, but that one in particular just makes me want to cringe. Ugh. I hate it. I hate the idea of it. No! Oh. Okay. Alright, if you really want it to be that way. If you really want to do it like this. We can make it happen. Beautiful. There we are. Why? Is it impossible for me to win while feeling bad about being a trainer? Kinda. As if I could pursue the truth with something as meaningless as a battle. As if that could make me worthy to become friends with a legendary Pokémon. My dude, you need to relax, I feel like, a little bit. Minnie! Oh, hey, Bianca, where have you been? Just a little further to Mistralton City. Bianca, you have good ears. I can't believe you heard Minnie's voice from that far away. I can talk? Ken was the one talking to me. Who is this trainer? Professor Juniper. What are you thinking? You appear to have no qualms about the relationship between Pokemon and people. You put Pokemon into categories using arbitrary rules and think you can understand them like that? The very idea of a Pokedex revolts me. What do you have to say for yourself? Oh my. Looks like you're not my biggest fan. Your opinion is understandable. It happens to be different from mine, which is equally understandable. Oh, there's the ads. How about if all people get to decide for themselves how to relate to Pokemon? You're saying I should allow people to think whatever they want and treat Pokemon however they want, no matter whether the Pokemon suffer? Not what she said. Not what she said. I refuse to tolerate, I refuse to tolerate the existence of a world like that. That's not what she said, though. She didn't say make them suffer. Well, I didn't expect him to change his mind right away. But I hope he'll spend a little time trying to understand how others feel. Now then, I think I'll go collect a little more data. For Pokemon and people to get along better, we need to take steps to learn more about them. Minnie. I'm gonna go with Professor Juniper, now, 'cause I'm her bodyguard. Fair enough. You got this, Bianca. Hooray! We've reached the outside world. Oh, hello. Repulse effect wore off. Very cool. Very cool. We have finally made it. Now then, I do want to look around the city a little bit, but I kind of think since we've hit a little over 3 hours, we basically just hit 3 hours-ish. I think this is probably the point where we should call it for the night. So here's what we're gonna do. I don't mean to be so abrupt, but I do need to do the dishes and eat and stuff. So, you know. I also gotta hit up a friend about something, because I have curious questions to ask them. And I want to do that before it gets even later. So, we're gonna go ahead and do a little save. I've got plenty of Pokemon to catch up. I think I'm gonna bring them all up to at least level 35 for next stream. Which we're already pretty close to with our current team, which is nice. But yeah, I think level 35 would be a good start for us. So let's go ahead and hop on over to our main screen, or our chat screen here. So we just hang out for a little bit, if I can find the right buttons. We can also listen to some good music, you know what I mean? Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Alright, so we've saved our game, we've done all that. I can go ahead, shut it off so I can listen to the good music too. The music is just as much for me as it is for you, you know what I mean? Okay, so, I think we've accomplished quite a bit. You know, Clay's Gym was interesting. Chargestone Cave was definitely a lot. Definitely a lot. I was hoping that we could get through to the Mistralton Gym, but technically I could keep going, but I think we're good. I think we're good. I think we've hit our limit for the night. So that'll be for next time, because there's going to be like a whole ass other dungeon that we're going to have to do, and I forgot about that. But there's going to be a cool Pokemon that we can catch there, and I'm actually kind of excited for it. So, y'all, like I was saying earlier, on Saturday and Sunday, I will be over at Simon Oma's channel, playing Danganronpa 2 and Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc, respectively. We are almost at the end of Trigger Happy Havoc, working on the last chapter. We're going to tackle the second to last trial in the game next time, which that's probably going to be the entire stream, is that whole trial, because it's going to be quite long, I think. And we just started Danganronpa 2, so we're gonna do a lot of exploring of the island and such. So, if you want to hang out with us, I shared the link earlier, but just for the sake of it, we're gonna do that again. Where are my buttons? Where are my buttons? There it is.
You rock! Woohoo!
Please go give him a
Go
sub
check
and
out
such.
Simon Uma on YouTube.
Make his day.
He's pretty rad.
He will definitely appreciate it. So there is that. I will be back here on Tuesday for some Mario Kart shenanigans, if you are all inclined to join that. Also, if you would like to support the wonderful person who has provided us with the music today, here's the link to his Spotify.
Like the music? Go check out Useless Irving.
He's one of my best friends. He was generous enough to give me permission to use his music on stream. You can also find him on music or on YouTube Music and Amazon and Apple Music, and I think Bandcamp even, if you want to do that. And like maybe one or two other things, I don't remember exactly. But anyway, go support him. Make his day. He will definitely appreciate it. And our final link of the day, I realize there's a lot. If you are so inclined, you are more than welcome to join us at my little hideaway on Discord. Completely optional. Sometimes we do like little gatherings during the new and full moons or around those times for card readings and just chatting and having a good time, or we just sort of chat into the void or something. You know. Or you can just, like, vibe. Vibing's good. Anyway, you can find out all about what's going on the channel, like, pretty much everything I'm doing, it all happens through Discord, so it's probably the best place to go over my other socials to be notified about what's going on. So, yeah, would love to hear from you over there. But if not, that's okay too. We still appreciate you, honestly. But yeah, I think that's all my promotion-y stuff. It's a lot of links. And I apologize. Usually it's just the 2, but, you know, since we've been on Simon's channel, it's definitely the 3. At least for now, you know? But, you know, it has been awesome tonight. I always appreciate being able to hang out with you guys and play some good games and such. And I really appreciate the questions and discussion earlier. I'm definitely going to go through this VOD later and, you know, write some of these questions down so I can keep them in mind for the video and things. And I'm kind of excited for that, actually. We had some good questions. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get myself something to eat and sort of just vibe for the rest of the night. So you guys have a good one, and I will see you later. Goodbye!